These are 8 proven beauty maxing steps I used to completely transform my confidence and my glow up in my 20s, and you do not have to break the bank. I used to think in my 20s that I had to spend thousands of dollars in order to look and feel my best, and it is just not true. So I am going to share the evidence-based skincare routine and the proven beauty maxing hacks I use to glow up and look my best in my 30s. The first evidence-based skincare that we need to talk about are niacinamide and vitamin C. I suffered with cystic acne in my 20s, and after the inflammatory acne was gone, I was then left with hyperpigmentation. I still have a few here, but the acne scars absolutely destroyed my confidence. And two products that really help to fade those scars are vitamin C and niacinamide. These two products together in the morning are the perfect duo because they're going to help brighten the skin and also fight against sun damage. So everyone knows by now that you need to be using your SPF if you want to protect your skin from aging, acne scars, and all the bad things. This protects your collagen, but you also, if you use vitamin C in the morning, it further prevents against UV damage. So I use both. And I keep my skincare pretty simple. There's only these 4 ingredients in the morning, and I also will always put on a moisturizer, one with ceramides. And ceramides are gonna help protect your skin barrier. So that is what keeps the skin juicy and plump. Ooh. Okay. All right, I love this moisturizer so much. My mom and I both use this. My mom's in her 50s, and it just makes your skin so juicy and glowy. Highly recommend. Okay. So your evidence-based skincare is the first step. For your morning routine, I always recommend niacinamide, vitamin C, and sunscreen. Those are the only 3 things I would suggest. And then in the evening, if you're specifically worried about acne and also aging, I recommend tretinoin. This is the gold standard in proven skincare, and it's going to give you that absolute glow even without makeup. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Okay, so 2 things that I will use in the evening for skincare are, like I said, tretinoin. I have the stronger version, but I recommend you start with the 0.025 version, not the 0.05. So this one is stronger, but I've been using this for years so my skin can take it. If you're finding yourself too peely with tretinoin, this is often a more gentler step that you can start with. Azelaic acid helps fight the inflammation in your skin, so if you have active breakouts, this is a great solution. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Okay, and then we are always finishing up the daily morning skincare with sunscreen. I recommend an SPF 50 if you're pale as me, but really please just make sure that you make a good quality sunscreen every single day underneath your makeup. Hi, welcome to live stream, everyone. All right, so the first thing in my beauty maxing on a budget routine is that evidence-based skincare really is not a lot of products. You should not be spending hundreds of dollars on skincare. It's just not that deep. And I think you can probably get the entire kit for about $100. All my favorites are linked in bio, but the glow you see on camera is not just from skincare. It's because I chose to heal my body from the inside out. In my 20s, I suffered with hormonal acne because that was a symptom of a deeper issue, PCOS. PCOS is hormonal imbalances, and this can happen in women when we're not taking care of our diet or when we're just not taking care of our health the way we need to. And I know for me, it was a dietary issue because I was vegan for many years. I was eating extremely low protein, extremely no fat, and I thought that was the solution to looking and feeling my best. But I was completely wrong. And I wish I could tell my younger self that you need to eat healthy fats and high protein if you want luscious long hair and you also want clear skin. If you're really suffering with inflammatory acne, fatty fish is going to be the #1 thing that calms that down. I still get maybe 1 or 2 during my period, but for the most part, it's all cleared up. And I do believe it's thanks to diet. Yes, eating lots of protein helps, but you also have to avoid sugar. Things like juices, not good for you. Cupcakes, candies, chocolates. I know you love chocolate, I do too, but it's just really not helpful for your beauty. Hi! Hi everyone, so my name is Emily. If you missed the intro of this video, I'm an engineer in my 30s, and on this channel, I give you the scientific strategy to glow from the inside out. So we talk about proven skincare, proven beauty habits, and confidence and mindset hacks to help you look and feel your best. All right, let's get on to some of the DIY masks I use. This is not that deep, and again, like, topicals are only gonna do so much, but these are my favorite DIY masks. I have this Indian clay, which not Indian, yeah, it is Indian clay. I just mix this with water, and this is a bentonite clay that pulls the gunk out of your skin. And then I also put honey on my face. Honey is called a humectant, meaning that it pulls moisture out of the air into your skin to help you stay hydrated, and it's also antibacterial. So if you're looking to fight your acne, that's a big help. Hi, yes, we can be friends, of course. That's why we're on live stream. We're gonna do some simple makeup today. I always do kind of like gentle makeup, even if I'm not doing much for the day, because it really is so fun. It's such a fun part of being a woman. Okay. Later on, I have to do my nails, which is another thing that we're gonna talk about. I wasted so much money in my 20s going to the salon, and it actually made my nails worse instead of making them better. Whenever I go to the nail salon, my nails end up getting really thin because the ladies like drill off the top of your nail, and it just kind of ruins your nail beds. And I was trying to go to the nail salon because I wanted to look professional and polished all the time, but it was actually causing me pain because they'd take it off and I'd have no natural nails left. So one of the things that I've been doing recently is to actually use press-ons, and I like the Glamnetic press-ons the best. So I use these sometimes. These are a long set. I prefer the shorter one. Hi, welcome to the live stream. But this can give you that salon manicure at a fraction of the price. These are about $20 a pop, and in my city, it costs about $80 for a manicure. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous, you're right. So I've just had to find more affordable options, and it's just a huge time suck as well to go to the salon all the time. This is the Dior Forever foundation. This is my daily foundation that I use. It's a huge time suck, it's a huge money suck, and no one cares. Like, when I was younger, I thought that everyone kind of had their attention on me all the time, but once I stopped caring about what everyone thought of me, I realized, oh, no one actually cares if my nails are done or not. So it really took the pressure off of me to kind of look glam all the time. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do have fun with the nails, but making it a requirement in my routine really just frustrated me because it felt like I always had to be perfect. So now it's a fun thing I do when I'm in the mood and when I feel like I have the time, and that's definitely helped me a lot. See how natural that looks? I'm a big fan. I didn't sleep well last night, so I have like quite lovely under eyes. Okay, I want to talk more about diet and beauty maxing because you guys are always seeing me with my drink concoctions. And yes, the green juice, specifically the celery juice, is one of the things I have every day, but I also have turmeric shots. I don't buy these at the store because, oh my god, they're so expensive. It's like $13 for one bottle. But what I do is I make them at home by kind of boiling ginger and turmeric together as if it were a tea, and then afterwards I strain it out and I take them as shots in the morning. Really helps my glow, really helps with inflammation. You can also take those in supplements. So I take a few supplements, not a ton, but I do take a few. I'm on the fence as to whether or not they do anything. And I just caution you before you take supplements, know that I'm not a doctor. Everyone's body is different and you should talk to your PCP before you take anything. But I take fish oil every day, which we talked about helps with inflammatory acne. I also take vitamin C. I also take green tea powder, and I take turmeric in a capsule form so that I don't have to take my shots all the time. And I think that's a good option. I just don't want you to feel like you have to do supplements, because when I stop taking supplements, I don't really notice the difference. So, I mean, maybe they help, maybe they don't, but that would not be one of my recommendations. Something I would recommend is at-home laser hair removal. That has been a total game changer for me. Look at my arm. There is no hair. I am a dolphin. I always want to be a dolphin. So I would spend so much money going to the med spa to have laser treatments. But I actually realized, so I did some research and I realized that this is very effective at home. And if you get these, you can do it after you shave every time. And then over a few weeks, you'll notice way less hair growth. It's not as powerful as the salon treatments, obviously, but you can do it more often, so I think you do still get the same results. All right, I ended up getting this laser hair removal device. So if you open this up, it comes like this, and there's a little power mode, and it automatically senses what your skin is. So if you have darker skin, it has different settings for that. And if you have lighter skin, it has different settings for that. Hi, Cynthia, what's your question? Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Today we're talking about my at-home beauty maxing system so that I can look and feel my best without breaking the bank. Because I used to spend so much money and it is not necessary. So these are all the hacks I know in my 30s that I wish I knew sooner. Okay. No, okay, so I can't sing. I'm so bad. I wish I could, but unfortunately I was not musically gifted. All right, so I'm just gonna show you real quick the laser hair removal device so that you kind of know how it works and you're not scared. You just click it on to get it started. So it's on now. And I'm just gonna laser my hair so you kind of know what the system is. I shaved the other day, and then all you do is you press it to your skin and you click this button. Done. Done. And you do that over your whole body or wherever you want to remove hair, and that keeps the follicle from growing. And it has made my hair, especially my arms, so much lighter, and I really recommend it to everyone because I think it's just so uncalled for what they're charging in the salon for these things. I generally get frustrated with the salon prices. I used to get my eyebrows tinted as well, and I realized that you can buy like a $5 kit on Amazon and tint your brows at home. So now I do that, and I am apparently a budget queen. My skin has been really flaky recently, I think specifically because of the retinol, but it makes my skin glowy, so it's better in the long run. I am so over-caffeinated right now because honestly, I have a presentation for work coming up and I've been a little nervous about it. So I've been really locked in trying to finish this presentation, and it is causing me stress, and I'm doing my best, but sometimes it's like that. All right, so another beauty maxing hack I use to save money at home is dermaplaning. So yes, I dye my eyebrows at home, but I also dermaplane, and this takes off all the baby hairs that are on your face. I have a little bit of hair that comes in the top of my lip and also in the side near my sideburns. So you take this and you just kind of gently scrape it over your skin, and it takes the hair off and it also exfoliates. And those two together give you the most baby soft skin, and it looks just beautiful under makeup. So I do that about once a week. And if you were to do that in a salon, it would cost you probably $100. Again, wild. Why is everything so expensive? When I was younger, I think I was spending so much money on self-care because it was really tied to my self-worth. I thought that if I did all these things, I would finally feel beautiful. But I hate to break it to you, you can have the most expensive morning routine and still feel ugly on the inside, because confidence doesn't work from the outside in, it works from the inside out. And you really have to work on leveling up your self-concept if you want to feel more confident. You're not just going to be able to cover your insecurities with concealer. It doesn't work that way. Okay. Nice. Oh, this foundation is so glowy. It's my favorite. Okay, another at-home beauty maxing hack that saves me a ton of money is getting my 10K steps every day. I used to be a chronic Pilates princess, and I do still go occasionally, but I used to go like every other day, and let me tell you, that gets expensive. I'm talking like $40 a class. Excuse me, like why on earth would this need to be $40? I think it's absolutely insane. So instead, what I do is I make sure I get my 10K steps every day, and I think I end up getting actually more exercise than before. I still do weight training, just kind of my own accord whenever I feel I need to. And I noticed that my body has changed so much. I have leaned out a lot. Yes, because now I eat high protein and I also make sure I have healthy fats, but also because I'm gently moving my body instead of always doing high intensity workouts. I think that high intensity workouts are great once in a while, but if you're always putting your body under such stress, I think it makes you puffy. And I at least found that when I was taking workout classes all the time, I was puffy and inflamed, not lean and cute. All right, I can't double task while we put blush on, so just hang in there for a sec. What do we think? Yes. This completely changes the structure of my face every time I wear blush. Look at that. It's just so much fuller instantly. And that's probably one of the biggest frustrations I've seen getting older. I'm in my 30s now, and while my skin is in really good condition because I take very good care of it, the volume has kind of gone from a lot of my face because I have lost weight, and also as you get older, you'll notice that a lot of the fat in your face goes away. Okay, nice. I don't know why I also put it on my forehead, but I don't always do that. Alrighty, let's get to highlighter. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is the Hourglass highlighter, by the way. And then I always use the Charlotte Tilbury as well. Oh wait, sorry, this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder Blush, and then this is a Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. I kind of buy products based on the packaging and if they make me happy. It's not that deep, but nice. And then I'm like extra glowy in the right places, if you know what I mean. Okay. All right. So what else do we have to talk about beauty maxing wise? We talked about diet, we talked about exercise, we talked about my proven skincare routine. I would also really recommend changing who you compare yourself to. So if you're spending all your time doom scrolling and you're comparing yourself to all these people on the internet, like myself, that you don't even know, it's really detrimental to your self-worth and self-esteem. So I recommend that you get yourself off the internet, you go touch grass, and you stop comparing yourself to everyone around you. Because when you realize that you are in fact competing with yourself, not strangers online, your life gets a lot easier and you will instantly feel more confident. If you do want to follow beauty influencers, I suggest you follow women who look like you. And when you follow people who look like you, you're less likely to, you know, feel bad about yourself. I am not going to be following or taking advice, for example, from Kim Kardashian, because we have completely different body types. Our skin's a different color. I could feel bad about myself for not being tan, or I could just look at someone like Emma Watson, who looks a lot closer to I do. And that, and kind of using her as a model, is much healthier than trying to look like someone from a completely different ethnicity. Okay, eyebrows are done. Let's do a little eyeshadow, I think. Where'd it go? Oh, also, I feel like this goes without saying, but if you want to look and feel your best, you need to have health, hygiene, and self-care be the top of your life priority list. You cannot be walking around like a grungy, crusty person and also feel beautiful. Like, I am OCD about how I smell, but sometimes I see women and it seems like you haven't showered or washed your hair in 5 days. You really need to fix that. It's not working out for you. I don't know where this trend started, but people think that they need to wait 3 days before they wash their hair. But newsflash, like, your hair looks crazy. It needs to get washed. I know it takes more time to do your hair every single day, but it's 100% worth it. I typically do every other day, not every day, because my hair the first day will be a little frizzy and the second day will be really smooth. So this is a heatless curl. I do not do heat on my hair because it really ruins it. I do heatless curls and I use sleepy tie overnight. So I just wake up and I unwind my hair and it looks like this. I spend next to no time styling my hair, and you do not need to spend 3 hours giving yourself big blowout curls in order to look and feel your best. I think too, I used to bleach my hair a lot. I still get balayage every once in a while, but one of the glow up hacks that saved me a lot of money is keeping my hair closer to my natural color. So I am naturally like a very dark brown, almost black color, and as long as I try to keep it that way, it looks very healthy and shiny. I notice as I lighten it up, it looks very damaged and dry. So you're spending a ton of money for all these highlights and they actually damage your hair and make it harder to grow out. And now my hair is like all the way down to my waist, and it is proof that if you focus on health, in the long run, it will make you more beautiful. I think that when we see a beautiful person, what we're really seeing is symmetry and health. And those things really make you glow. Yes, you can kind of tweak your makeup a little bit in the areas where you feel like your face is not perfectly symmetrical, and that does help you look, you know, more attractive. But health is the basis that we're going for, and that really makes you feel better and also look better. Very nice. Yeah, and I feel like that looks very natural. Like, we didn't try very hard, but we still look our best and we feel glowy. This is my everyday kind of no makeup situation. I have 2 makeup sprays. This one I was influenced so hard online to use. I do like it. I think it's more hydrating than this, but I think this sets your makeup a little better, so I more often use this fixing spray than this. This is more like skincare, so I used this under my makeup before we started, and we just spritz, and it locks everything in and it makes it look more skin-like. If you really want to be able to swim in your makeup, I recommend this or the L'Oreal setting spray. The L'Oreal setting spray is a dupe for this guy, and I do have that as well somewhere, just not near me at the moment. Ooh, this actually almost out, so I'll have to get more of that. All right, to recap everything we've talked about today, these are my beauty maxing steps that are proven by science that will not break the bank. Number one is skincare that's actually backed by scientific studies. So we have tretinoin, the gold standard of skincare. We have azelaic acid. We have vitamin C, and we have niacinamide. All my favorite products are linked below, as always, and your skincare routine is never complete without sunscreen. Every single day, you need to have this on your face if you want to protect against collagen loss and protect your skin from getting hyperpigmentation or acne scars. This is every single day. I am in my 30s and this is what my skin looks like. I want you guys to be taking care of yourself from the inside out and only spending your money on things that actually work. Hi, welcome to live stream, Faith. Thank you. Okay, our next tip was diet. So make sure that you have diet that is focused on healthy fats and high protein. Healthy fats will help to calm the inflammation in your body, and those healthy fats will give you long, luscious hair. When I was vegan, I really thought that was the secret to the fountain of youth. I was wrong. And I used to have dry, brittle hair, but when I started having high protein, high fats, that's when my beauty completely changed and my acne cleared up. And my PCOS. Most PCOS, which is like a hormonal imbalance in women, actually is a dietary issue. That's why they'll give you something like metformin in order to treat it, because that will help your body with the insulin resistance. But you could also just change your diet and not take drugs. So recommend changing your diet first. All right, then the other thing we talked about is laser hair removal. So I have a at-home laser hair removal device, and this really saves me money because I used to spend so much money at the salon. It's like $1,000 a pop when you go there. So I do that at home, and then I also do my nails at home, and I'm gonna do these later today, I think. And I usually get a pack of nails to last about 2 weeks. They would probably last longer, but I get bored and I want a new set. So that's my system and everything that has saved me money. If you're looking to get long, luscious princess hair, don't bleach it, don't use any kind of heat, and make sure that you're using hairstyles and bonnets at night as you sleep that protect your hair. Because as you're sleeping, you roll around and all that friction can really damage your hair. So make sure you sleep with an overnight curler or a bonnet to protect it. Oh yes, so earlier on the live stream, I took my hair out of my sleepy tie. So this is what I sleep with my hair in. I clip it up top here, and then you wind it around the sleepy tie, and then you kind of tie it behind your head, and that's how I wake up with these curls. So I didn't use a curler. I didn't spend 10 hours on my hair, and I didn't go to the salon. I just took it out of this overnight curler, and that's how I did that. All right, everybody, thank you for getting ready with me. I have to go work on a presentation for work, and I hope this was helpful. Definitely subscribe if you want to hear more videos like this. Bye, guys.